Hello, it's Leslie here. Today I thought I would update you on how my language learning is going. So I'll run through some of the languages sequentially in the order that I started learning them. First off, Spanish. I have been very slack. I'm pretty lazy with Spanish. I don't think I've actually done anything at all. The latest thing I did was to watch the latest thing I did in Spanish was to watch Money Heist, whatever the latest season was. So I'm looking forward to the final season of Money Heist coming up. I think it's coming up in a few months. But other than that, I haven't done anything. So I don't feel too bad about that because I lived in Spain for 8 years. And so even if I have a break for a year, I'm not likely to forget anything at all. Next language, Russian. So I've been learning Russian for about 3 years now. I have, even though I haven't uploaded anything recently, these videos with my face, I have been quite successful. I've been watching many different series on my media center, and so yeah, pretty much every night. I try to watch at least half an hour of Russian. Sometimes it ends up being 1 hour. So I think I had a break of about 2 weeks in the last 6 months or so. Even though I haven't uploaded any of these motivational videos, I've been there every day doing an hour of Russian. So that's good. So I'll list some of the series that I've watched in the last year or two. I've watched Ubichnaya Zhenshina, The Sniffer. The other one's called Ordinary Woman, Ubichnaya Zhenshina. Sparta, Major, Luce Chem Ludi. Watch that. Major 2. Method. I'll speak about that in a minute. I watched a movie, Locust, I believe it's called. I'm not sure what that's called in Russian. Sarancha, it's called. Vigid Posle, the day after. I watched the whole thing of that. That was a zombie movie, which you might have seen me upload. I watched what else? I watched all the latest Kuchnia. I think it's series 7. I think watched all that. That's called Vina za Hotel, War for the Hotel, whatever. I watched all the Hotel Elion and watched all of Hotel Grand. I'm still watching Hotel Grand. I think there's 2 episodes remaining this season. So they're on Friday. I look forward to my Friday fix of Grand, which I'm paying for on Start TV, start.ru. I watched all the series of Senior Fyodor, or Fyodor, however it's pronounced. The series, the spin-off from Kitchen. Now that one, I'm actually quite pleased with that because when I started watching Kitchen, those two chefs, I didn't understand practically anything they said. So, well, they were saying. So, now that I watched all without subtitles on yellow. What was it? Sorry, I forgot the name. Oh, that was on STS channel. I watched all that without subtitles. Now, I actually missed a lot, but I think it helped me to just trust my ears more doing that. And there was another one that's not listed. Yeah, I can't find it on my channel. I'm looking over my channel here. Another one I watched was Farza. I watched the whole series of that. And that was good. Method. I'm watching the Method now. I've just uploaded the preview season 2 which you can see before Netflix has released season 2 of The Method. It is pretty popular, pretty gruesome. So if you want to see The Method season 2, you can have a look in on my YouTube channel. I think it's the 2 or 3 videos back, and you can actually watch that on the Pervi canal. One of the most recent series I watched was Gosti iz Proslava. Sorry, Gosti iz Proslava. I guess from the past. That was okay. What I haven't seen is I've uploaded a few which I hadn't seen. I uploaded a few which I thought looked interesting. I haven't got around to seeing them. That's in the interpreter of the movie. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the Red Queen, and I haven't seen To the Lake. Or it's called the Out. Actually, there's two that are very similar. There's pretty much the same name. To the Lake is on Netflix now, and there's another one called Epidemic or Chronic. You'll see there's two that are called the same sort of thing. So I haven't seen either of those. Did I mention Hotel Belgrade? I saw that. So all in all, I've watched a stack of Russian series, and there's a couple more. One of them is called Koroleva Krasoti. It's very similar to the Red Queen. Again, I haven't seen either of those, but they look pretty good. So I'm generally pretty happy with the Russian progress at the moment. Just when I finish a series and I think I've got nothing to do, or I usually find more just in time, and it's very tricky as well because when you end a series, starting a new one is always difficult, and that's when I found that I can quit altogether for a week or two, which is not good. So yeah, so I haven't seen The Interpreter, Perevodchik, I haven't seen that yet, and I haven't seen Trigger either. But I thought they looked interesting, so maybe when I have time. Another series I found is called Smile of a Mockingbird. I think it is Ulipka Pereshmeshnika, or something like that in Russian. I haven't seen that yet, but that looks like a kind of a melodrama thing, which I'm not that interested in. So anyway, the Russian is actually quite good. I have watched many of those series without any subtitles at all, and I was able to get what was going on. I might not have understood everything, but I'm definitely like in a better place than I was a year ago watching things without subtitles, because it was almost impossible for me 1 or 2 years ago to watch anything without subtitles. I say impossible, it was very difficult. One of what shows I'm watching at the moment is Method Season 2. That has subtitles. So what I'm actually doing is going into all the words that I don't know. So usually I would skip over those and just look up the words that were frequently appearing. This time though, I actually watched the whole thing, and any single word I didn't know, I'd look it up. So that kind of interrupted the flow, but I think I'm trying to build up my vocabulary a bit more from, I don't know what it is in the moment, but it used to be about 2,000 words. 5,000 words would be nice. Then I'd be able to understand what's going on there all the time. Okay, so that's the Russian. I don't think I have anything more to say about that. I've mainly just been watching series. Like I say, every night I'd watch half an hour. Sometimes it'd be 20 minutes if it's only a 20-minute series. Some of those 20-minute series, I would watch 2 or 3 of them in a row. So I'd say average at least half an hour of Russian audio. So the next language I started was Italian. I've been very lazy with Italian. I studied Italian for about 2 years. I haven't done anything for several months now, at least 6 months. One of the problems I'm having trouble with the Italian is finding content that I'm interested in, because a lot of the stuff is to do with the mafia and it's all crime based, which is fine, but not everything. I don't want to watch one crime thing after another. So if you can recommend any Italian series that'd be good. Maybe a comedy or something like that, or even a movie. Because I think I'm good enough to watch a movie. I did watch one. I'll quickly pause it and find out what it was. Yeah, earlier this year I did watch one called Smetto quando voglio. I quit when I want. So that was pretty funny, and I think number two of that as well. So that was okay, but I've been a bit slack with the Italian. I don't really have much to comment on about that. So since the last video, I've actually started two new languages, and they'll probably be my last two. I started learning Finnish about 6 months ago, although I haven't uploaded anything to do with Finnish. I haven't uploaded any motivational videos like these because it was a kind of a surprise. I was learning Finnish, and I watched. I'll explain what I've done. I have found about five YouTube channels that I've liked, and I've pretty much watched every video on those channels. So that was one aim. And I can talk. I'll quickly mention what channels they are now. I've got them here. Finish with Anna was good. Have a look what else. Sorry, I've got so many here. I'm having trouble finding more. Learn Finnish with Thinking Cap was another one. I might actually make a separate video about this. Learn Finnish with Julia. Aura's Finnish lessons. And I'm sure there was a few others. And a very good channel on Finnish is Sinä osaat. You can finish for everyone. So pretty much on these, there's about 5 channels that I found really good. I watched all the videos on them. And then, after doing that, I started watching 3 series in Finnish. I started watching Deadwind. I watched Border Town. And I watched Ivalo. And they were pretty good. But then after that, I kind of ran out of content. But that was one of the reasons why I started Finnish, because I thought, well, there's not actually that much content out there, so I'll start Finnish before I tackle Japanese. But Finnish, I've kind of abandoned that. I wouldn't say abandoned. It's more like I've hit a stumbling block. I've run out of content, and I probably should go and watch all those series again and watch all those YouTube channel videos again. Although that's a bit boring, but unfortunately that's what I've got to do because there's no other way to do it. And I did subscribe to I think it's the Thinking Cap website, but I recently quit that because I was feeling quite guilty for not using it. So one of the bad things I've learned about language learning is if you start feeling guilty, then it brings all these negative emotions and it's not good. So my Finnish, I like that language. I really do like it. Maybe not as much as Russian, but I like the sound of it, and I like all of the words. And I didn't find it as difficult as people say. I think the cases weren't as difficult as I thought they would be. I think because the Russian sort of taught me how the cases work. So that's where I'm at with my Finnish. I haven't exactly quit, but I haven't actually done anything for probably 3 or 4 months. And lastly, I started Japanese about maybe 4 months ago. So with Japanese, I've always known that's a very difficult language. And I found this good channel called... Yeah, I found this good channel called Learn Japanese with Masaki. And I became a Patreon supporter for her channel. Unfortunately, she has removed all her prior videos. You know, there was a series and she started speaking in Japanese only with subtitles, and actually there were no subtitles, I think. There was just, she would have a word list. Anyway, I actually understood what was going on because I'd also watched listened to Behind the Wheel Japanese a little bit. So that was really going good, but unfortunately, I just looked the other day and she'd taken down at least half her YouTube channel. I've been a bit slack with the Japanese. I hadn't done anything in probably maybe 2 months because I've kind of been focusing on Russian and I've been going so well with that. So I went back and thought, oh, I better start this Japanese again because otherwise I won't get anywhere with it. So that I've hit a hurdle with that. There was another channel I found which is... Let me have a look what it's called. Yeah, there's another channel called Hello Yusuke, and he speaks only in Japanese with I think it's hiragana subtitles only, no kanji. So unfortunately with the other one, Learn Japanese with Masaki, she's gone deep into the kanji already, and it's just too complicated for me. I'm not gonna be able to remember all these kanji characters. And that's not really my aim anyway. My aim is to be able to understand some spoken Japanese. I don't really intend on reading a Japanese newspaper. So I found it very hard to find a decent, what I would call decent. I wouldn't say decent. I found it very hard to find a Japanese YouTube learning channel that I could bond with, I suppose, that I resonated with. Because they're very weird people. So one I found was Japanese with Ayu. I really like her. One of the aims I'm going to have is to watch every single one of her videos. But she doesn't have that many yet. She's quite a new YouTuber with only 1,750 subscribers. There's other Japanese channels like what's the name of the woman? Japanese Amo with Misa. She's got like 1/3 subscribers. And I also found a couple Miku Real Japanese, and she looks pretty good too. And I also did the intro course. I think it was about 24 lessons with the Japanese Society NYC or New York City website, her YouTube channel. It's not hers, she's just a teacher. So probably just having a look at it now, I also have a paid course with Attain. Yeah, I mean, I should probably do the course with I think it's Udemy Attain. So I should probably get going with that. But I mainly want to just make this video and say, well, you know, some things have gone well for me and other things haven't gone so well. But I try not to let it get me down. I mean, I try to remain positive. If my priority was just Japanese or Finnish, I would be pretty upset with myself. But because I really try to focus on Russian, I'm actually doing okay. But like I say, I'm trying not to be too hard on myself. I'll just go back again and do a bit more Finnish. Probably I need to do, I think I just need to do more revision with that and just watch the same videos over and over again. One of my favorite Finnish channels, besides the You Can Do It one, is Finished. You know, yeah, she just speaks in Finnish and you have dual subtitles. So I made a lot of progress with her videos, and I've probably watched, looking at it now, I've probably watched almost all of her videos. So that's been really good. So I'm probably going to go backwards and like I say, do more revision with that and start the Attain course with Japanese, because if I don't start doing the Japanese, I'll never get anywhere with it. You know, it's not the first time that happened to me where someone removed all their YouTube videos, and you know, that happened with me also with Russian. And there's one of my top, say, 10 channels that I liked was Christina Bjorn. Christina's Russian, you know, skyrockets your Russian. It's called her tagline. She only has about 4 videos on there now, but she had hundreds on there before. So it really kind of annoys me because she was really good. She's really good, but she's gone off to English Spot now. Um, you know, I think what happens is they're kind of perfectionists, and they think, you know, well, this isn't what I'm doing anymore. I've changed direction a bit. Maybe they weren't made as well as I don't know why people remove videos, but it is very frustrating for me when I find some and then they take them away. You know, what do you do? I actually wrote to her and said, "Can you please put them back?" No, I didn't hear anything back. Yeah, I also started doing the Duolingo courses in Finnish and Japanese. I finished the one in Italian. I finished the one in Russian, but I don't think they're really. I don't think they don't give you enough audio material. So if you try to start watching some sort of movie or something after doing a Duolingo course, even if you finish the whole thing, it doesn't really. It's not good on its own. So I kind of use it as a supplementary thing. Anyway, that's where I'm at with the languages that I have. If you can recommend any channels or series on those 5 languages, that's Spanish, Russian, Italian, Finnish, or Japanese, if you can recommend any resources, please put them in the comments. I'm really interested in the Italian series at the moment because I think I'm good enough there to watch something. I've been a bit lazy looking for things. So if you have any suggestions of Italian movies or Italian series, that would be good. So yeah, maybe I'm not sure when I'll upload the next video. I was going to make a video about Russian prefixes, so maybe when I have time I'll do that. But I think this is all I have time for today, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.